Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is my third vlog, my 30-week pregnancy vlog, as well as kind of a surprise. So we went to Siem Reap this past weekend with our friends and family, and it was very unexpected. We had not planned or expected visitors, but it was such a pleasant surprise. My kids and I and my husband were so shocked and excited. It was just like a big boost of energy. So to start off, I just want to kind of update you guys a little on my 30-week pregnancy for me and baby, and then I want to tell you guys about some of our trip. A lot actually happened. So for 30 weeks, me and baby are doing really, really well. I'm actually into the next week already, but I want to kind of tell you about the 30-week. So baby's doing really good, and there's not been any doctor visits or anything this week. I have one of those coming up, I believe, next week. As far as how I'm feeling, it's pretty much the same as the week before. I haven't had a whole lot of problems, just like some acid reflux, indigestion, that kind of thing, but I've had that in all of my pregnancies. I tend to be one of those people, it doesn't always matter what I eat, I just end up having like indigestion and acid reflux. But it hasn't been too unbearable. I just take like an antacid for that when that bothers me, like a Tums or something. Here they have omeprazole, I believe is what it's called, and I've taken that before as well, but now I'm just taking like a Tums whenever I need. And then I also take progesterone once a week, and that is a hormone medicine that you take just so that I don't go into early labor. That's not for everyone, but because this is my fourth and I tend to have bigger and earlier babies, I take progesterone twice a day. So I take that as well as my prenatal vitamin, and then just antacid when I need it. But other than that, I just have a little like hip discomfort and those kind of things from when baby's growing towards this end and the third trimester. You tend to have a lot more of the stomach pain and rib pain and hip pain, and that's just because your body is doing that big stretch and you are in the last leg of the pregnancy. So it's all things I've experienced before, so it's nothing too new for me, but those are some of the symptoms, things I've been having this week. And then I have been doing a lot more activity and walking this weekend and this week than usual, but we have just had a lot going on, but I haven't had any problems or concerns from that. I did have a few Braxton Hicks contractions on one of our more active days, but it was just I just had a couple of them and then they went away. So I wasn't really concerned too badly about it. Baby girl has been moving a lot, and my kids have now been getting to feel her move, and my husband, of course, getting to feel her move and see her move, and that's exciting. They really enjoy that. Rory, this is her first time getting to see and experience that, so that's fun for her, and she loves to sleep on baby, is what she says. She wants to come and lay on my bump and feel like she's getting the cuddle with her sister, and it's really sweet. So moving on, guys, so we have had a awesome week this past week. It was busy and full and hot, but it was amazing. So on Tuesday, me and the kids are home and my husband's at work, and actually had gone upstairs, and my kids were downstairs, and Riley all of a sudden starts screaming, "Hey mom, Yaya's here." Yaya is what they call my husband's mother, my mother-in-law, Yaya. He's like, "Yaya's here." I'm like, "Riley, honey, Yaya is not here. She lives in Texas." And he was like, no mom, she's here. She's here. Come here, come open the door." So I'm like making my way downstairs and continuing to argue with him that she's not here. And lo and behold, at my front door was my mother-in-law. And then I look and I'm opening the curtains and I see my father-in-law, Papa. They call him Papa as well. And they had told only a couple people that are here in Cambodia, but they did not tell me and Chris or the kids, so we had no idea we were getting a visit from them yet. We have not seen Papa. The kids have not seen their grandpa, and my husband has not seen his dad since we moved here last year in January 2021. So it has been a long time since we've seen him, and it was so nice to get to open those curtains at the front door and see my in-laws. We were so excited. So we then took the kids on the tuk-tuk over to his office and got to surprise my husband as well, and have just been trying to soak in all the Papa and Yaya time that we can. It's been such a nice surprise and such a gift. My kids, especially Roman, he is so excited to see them here. He wants to chase them around and hold them and ride with them and go with them wherever Papa and Yaya go. And it's been really sweet to see the kids just be so excited to see some family and spend some time with them. They're really happy and thrilled to have family here. So are we. So since they came to visit, we decided, actually they kind of decided and said, we're gonna take a trip to Siem Reap, which is a province about 5 hours away from Phnom Penh when you're driving. And we got to take a visit with some of our friends as well. So we all went together. There was about 10 of us, and it was so much fun. So we took the drive in this weekend, and then we've spent some time just seeing Siem Reap. Okay, so a little history about the city. So Siem Reap is one of the largest cities here in Cambodia, and it is home to the famous Angkor Wat temple. And some people call part of the temples, there's many different temples there at Angkor Wat, and one of them people call the Tomb Raiders temple, which is from the movie Tomb Raiders. Siem Reap is the most beautiful city here in Cambodia we have seen, and we love Phnom Penh, it's gorgeous, but Siem Reap was so nice. So when we got in, we actually got to all go eat together. It's a party road there. It's called Pub Street, and it was so nice. We got to kind of walk around, and the kids got to dance. There was a lot of music, and people kind of playing music on the street and playing music in the restaurants. There's so many lights, and it was just so lively and fun. But we got to go there and eat dinner together and walk the streets of Siem Reap, and it was hot, but it was so much fun. And so that's what we did. Our first day after traveling was we went to Pub City and got to eat there and just see all the liveliness and funness of the city, and it's so beautiful and nice. And then the next day was our full day, and we went to Siem Reap. And our first visit, we got up at like 4:30 in the morning, very early before the sun, and got all ready and took tuk-tuks to the Angkor Wat temples. And the reason we go so early is, one, that's the coolest part of the day, but it's one of the best times to go see Angkor Wat temples because you can see the sun rising behind the temple, and it's very beautiful. So we left very early that morning so that we could go and see the sunrise in the temples. So we took like 3 different tuk-tuks, and we all rode over to Angkor Wat and bought our tickets, and then we went inside, and it is so beautiful. We were also told there were going to be a lot of monkeys. My husband's been once before, about like 6 years ago when he came with his mom. We did get to see monkeys. They run around kind of like squirrels, and for us Americans, like there's just tons of monkeys. They're all over the place. But when the sunrise comes up, the monkeys, you can kind of see them come from the jungle area in the trees. So Angkor Wat is there in the jungle here in Cambodia, and it was really beautiful. And we walked around for a couple hours there in the main Angkor Wat temples. I just walked through all the, my son's like, it's like tombs, it's like tunnels and mazes. So we walked around and got pictures of everything, and just got to see and experience this beautiful place. And then from there we went to the other temple, which you kind of have to get on the tuk-tuk and ride over to, and that's the famous like Tomb Raiders part of the Angkor Wat temples, and it was beautiful. It was huge, but by that part of the day it had gotten really hot, so we were really hot by that time of the day, but it was really cool to get to see. So from there we went to see the floating village. So when everyone heads to Cambodia, they typically want to go see the Angkor Wat temples as well as the floating village. So it includes, there's like floating homes and floating restaurants, and it is it's truly touching to get to go and see these sweet people that are just so happy and smile from ear to ear and treat you with such kindness and have so little. And it was really amazing to get to take my children to see this city and to see all these sweet people that live there. And we also were able to buy some rice and candy and give that to the families there and the kids. And it was so touching to get to see your own children giving candy to other kids and giving rice and talking and playing and running around in the street just like they were their own, neighbors. And it was really great to get to see and experience as a family. And not only that, but we got to, as you go into the floating village, of course it's floating, so it's in the water, so you take a boat through you take a boat from the shore through the little river, and the farther you go out, there's also restaurants. So we stopped at one of the restaurants, and it was a crocodile restaurant. So the kids got to see little baby crocodiles inside. Then there was a bigger cage on the side that had a little bigger crocodiles. And then we found out there were big crocodiles floating there in the water, and they would give you a kind of a fishing pole, a stick with a rope on it, and you could tie food on it, and you could hang it over into the water, and you could feed the crocodiles. So my husband, of course, wanted to feed the crocodiles. So did my kids, but they were a little excited and terrified at the same time. So was I. But my husband, he fed 2 crocodiles. And there was a little baby crocodile that they kind of passed around and people got to hold and see. And then you could eat there as well, and then get back on your boat and head back towards the floating village where the homes and the families all live. So we got to do a lot while we were there and see a lot while we were there. And I haven't sweat that much in a long time. So it was a busy, full day of tuk-tuk riding and walking and visiting and seeing, but it was so much fun, and we had such a blast from shopping and walking to so once you got through the temples, we went to a little area where you could kind of go and eat. So we ate there, and the kids also got to all shop and do a little shopping with their grandparents. So they had a good time. My daughter got a little Cambodian dress, and they just had a blast. But it was a great and beautiful day getting to see Siem Reap. It is one of my favorite places now, but it's definitely one of those things you have to rest and prepare for, because it is a full day of activity and movement and adventure, and it really was amazing. We are so thankful that we got to experience that. So and even more with our mom and dad here in town to go with us. So it was really great. And so from there we came back to Phnom Penh, and so this week we have a lot going on as well, and things upcoming, and we plan to share lots of that with you. But it has been such a great week full of surprises and adventure, and we were so excited that we get to kind of share this with you and share all the video. As far as upcoming things for baby, we have an appointment, like I said, this upcoming week, so I will get to fill you guys in on that as well. And to all my mamas, thank you so much for watching and hearing a bit about our journey here in Cambodia, as well as mommyhood and the pregnancy vlogging. I thank you so much for being part of both of them with me. I know childbirth and C-section, whichever you end up doing, is equally amazing and such a blessing to get to do and experience. So for all my mommies out there, I just want to give you a bit of encouragement. It can be, childbirth and all that can be very scary, and a lot of people make it very scary, but I want you to know, and I'm sure you know already, I'm sure you know, mothers do this every day, and you are strong, and you can do this as well. Something I say over my babies and my children every day, and the one growing currently in my womb, but I just tell the babies every day that you are healthy, whole, and strong, and beautiful. You will live a long, healthy, and abundant life, and my mind is at ease. So I hope you feel that as well, moms. And I'm so grateful to everyone else who's been a part of this journey with us, and I hope you continue to watch, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos, and we thank you so much for your support and your love, and we will see you guys in the next one.